Guys, it's finally come. Western Glory 4. I'm so excited to be starting the video for this. So excited to be on this game. I've been looking forward to it. It's a shame it's taken me so long to get back to another video, but here we are. This is by far the best Western Glory game, in my opinion. We're going to go ahead and import Crash. Which, if you remember from the last video, or if you're new, we've been doing a warrior or a fighter this whole time through all the different quest glories that we've been through. Last one we were in Paladin, quite by accident. But trying to stay a fighter, we're gonna stay a fighter. We're gonna click on fighter and keep it that way. This one adds a new skill, acrobatics. It was in the other one, but for a warrior, it wasn't a thing. Fire. Sorry. I play a lot of World of Warcraft. Fire and warriors. Anywho, so we get 100 extra points to put in here. The cap for this is 400 for points in any kind of skill. We maxed a couple in our last game. We got a bunch of others up. I don't mind starting at 300 there. Get our vitality up here. It's not that hard to bring on this one, but we'll get it up anyway. I still don't know what it does, so I just never really mess with it. We had dodge up there a little bit. We still got 45 points. We'll just go ahead and get that up to 50. Get all these about the same. We're not going to get into anything that we don't need. Drawing. Let's quasi-max it. Let's see. You know what, for the fire, let's put it on whatever it does. The cool thing about this one is all the text is narrated, so you don't have to listen to me read it. John Rhys Davis will do it for you. And I love the fact that he does it. There's a lot of good characters in here. And I'll let them talk when they talk. I'll try not to talk over them too much, because I've noticed that the sound gets a little choppy when I talk over it. So we will go ahead and start the game. Spooky.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow.
You've
lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here?
Make that 5 burning questions.
No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Yeah, I know I said I wouldn't talk over it. My bad. Sue me. Or don't. I'm not making money on this
Search
yet.
the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger, which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Which is such a shame if you think about it. In the second one, you become a prince, so you'd think ungodly money, right? Third one, it doesn't really let you take as much money as you would think you would already have. Then you go through the third one just to lose all the money that you might have made coming to the fourth one. It really doesn't want you to be rich coming into these games, does it? You know what? Turn the speed up, it gets a little... In the detail, we'll leave the skill as it is unless one of the puzzles gets to me.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Nothing like a little grave robbery going on.
Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins.
Just making out like a bandit, aren't I?
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material.
Well, then how is it a torch?
It's some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Funny thing is, he talks about the Dark One, but you have no idea who it is as a hero. You haven't gotten anywhere yet. So there's some flint, so let's try the flint on the torch.
Strike sparks off the flint using your dagger. Torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic.
Magic?
You take the
that
torch.
bad boy. Let's see, is this Roger?
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
You know, to be honest, I haven't really done any of this like slow down and look stuff since I originally played it back in the 90s.
You are in a large cave.
No, it says something. I've gotten so comfortable with this game that I just kind of fly through it and barely pay attention.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
It sounds kinky until you think about the dagger and the sphincter part.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Look at all those sphincters enter. Isn't it exciting? Alright, now while we're doing this, we're gonna save right away. And we are gonna save over these old games of mine. I was using them to kind of like test out the sound and stuff to make sure that everything came through okay. So there's the obvious. There's the sword shield here. Let's pick that
Gratefully retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
Can't hurt. Looks like a giant egg here.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Yeah, I'd have a creeped out warrior. Fighter. Sorry.
As you approach the exit, you are confronted by 2 flying creatures. They have bat wings and spider-like bodies.
Ooh. Look like that's me. The one thing I do like about this one is you can either sit here and fight by clicking, which is not what I normally do. What I like to do in this one is this little S, click on it, and that bad boy fights on his own. And you can change how he fights.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the baddest.
Yeah, boy.
You kicked some butt, too.
Of course I did. I'm a badass. Unfortunately, they don't carry nothing. And had to do this crossover hand-to-hand stuff, but that was busted as shit. Got our money, got our dagger, got our chainmail there. Plate mail. It doesn't look like plate mail to me. That's funny. I never really noticed that either. I never play a warrior. I'm always a thief. Fighter. I'm gonna keep trying. But like, if that's plate mail, why don't you see it on him? Like, I mean, sorry, I'm being nitpicky, but if you had plate mail, you'd have to put it over it, and if you didn't, it would be baggy as shit, and you'd still see part of the armor hanging out. Not in this case. Dodge that tentacle, let's get out of this cave.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Whew, since you didn't say it. I always thought that the middle I pointed at the screen like you'd be able to see it.
You are
That middle
alive.
island looked like a dinosaur
Only one
footprint.
person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here?
Magic.
Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck.
Due north means
Oh,
up.
by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime.
Sure will,
Farewell.
hot stuff. A little creepy for you to be hanging out in a swamp in the middle of nowhere at night. I mean, but you know, I like
This
these
symbol
spots.
looks like a mouth with pursed lips. The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them from Arcania 101, no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses. The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
Hey, there it is. A fighter. Ha, got it right that time. Scared?
This symbol looks like a 6-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus.
You're seeing the same bloody thing. Alright, let's
The 6-pointed
grab
symbol
it.
seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Ooh, pick up the first creepy thing we see. Anyway, like I was saying, this little island right here looks like a dinosaur foot, dragon foot, or saurus foot. Not to mention the freaking creepy octopus, scary looking thing there. This looks
The
promising.
path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
An agile warrior, fighter, fraggle rock. It looks gross. Look at those bonsai.
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo. This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable.
Ooh, can I push it over then? Oh, and I can walk up it and down it. Where is that? Oh, look at the pretty little light.
You see a floating, coruscating ball of light.
The hell's coruscating me? Ooh, look at that.
The
Creepy hands.
decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
I kind of want to look, but I kind of don't. Alright, she said due north. You know what? We're going to stick with what I've said in every other game. If you run everywhere, you work on your stats. I do like the imagery and the backgrounds and the... Wait, sorry, I'm choking on my own self. I love the artwork. I love how it's got the running, flowing water and all that.
A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest.
The cool
The
thing is,
stream water is cold, crisp, and clear. It tastes refreshing.
you can actually drink from it. Now, what she didn't tell you is, it's not just straight north. It's northeast. There it is. It's wildflowers.
You pick a few of the
Probably
flowers.
gonna need those somewhere. Yeah, let's get some more.
You pick a few of the flowers.
Ah, a little more.
You pick a few of the flowers.
He sounds so excited
Nothing.
when he says that. You pick flowers. You pick flowers. Ooh, the corn.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter.
What about these?
Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field.
Can I make a jack-o'-lantern out of them?
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Well, only way you can get better is to learn.
You can't take the scarecrow. That would be strawberry.
Boo! I never heard that one before.
You practice your debating techniques, particularly the one about setting up a straw man, with the scarecrow. The value of this is debatable.
I'm curious now. Is that a way to get your communication up? 200? Now I gotta find out. Is this gonna do me any good? I will laugh my butt off if it does.
You practice your...
No?
You practice your debate.
Let's do it this way. I will die. See, the benefit of playing for you guys is I take it a little slower, I investigate a little bit more, and I figure out stuff I don't remember or haven't seen
You practice
before.
your debate.
Anything? Oh, okay.
An old
Anything in
stump
that
by the side
stump?
of the road makes a convenient resting place for passers-by.
Let's go rest.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten.
Ooh, 5 crowns richer. Well, this is pretty. I've seen some AI like generated pictures of this. Made it look so much better, and it gave you a wider view so you can see the whole village from more of a greater perspective. It's pretty impressive, those.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here?
Why so violent?
Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Cop. Well, Mr. Cop, how are you doing?
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
What?
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
I'm not lying. I'm talking about the fish I caught.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the
Hi,
Burgomeister
Dmitri.
of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy
Where are the
rains have
Wessels?
created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
For any of you that remember the first video I ever did, where you had Star Trek Deep Space Nine in the background. Now you get Wally, or Wessels from Star Trek, one of the original movies there. Can't help it, Star Trek nerd. Which, I think, after I'm done with Quest for Glory 5, I think I'm gonna go play a Star Trek game for this.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
I'm not a stranger, I'm a hero. How about the end?
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
But the shop?
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
What dangers is there from
There
the
are
hero?
many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
I'm a hero, I'm already broken.
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Jeez. well thought of elsewhere. But I do. It's one of the things I like most about this game is it starts the voiceover acting, which to me is a really nice touch, and it kind of makes it a little more immersive.
Are you just sightseeing or casing my place?
I'm not casing your place until I play the thief, which is going to be the third playthrough of all these games, which is like going to be a way off because I'm going to try to do something else. Like I said, I think maybe Star Trek next. Then after that, I don't know, but maybe something a little more mainstream so I can work on getting some more followers, subscribers, whatever. By the way, that being said, like and subscribe, please. Even if you're never going to watch my channel again, do it anyway. Just cuz. We'll tell about my...
Never have I heard such wild stories before. I am supposed to believe that a prince of Shapir stands before me?
Yeah, it's true.
You do not look like anything other than a teller of tales to me.
It'd be nice if I could have a talisman or something to tell him that I actually am. I already know what you're thinking. What about Adventurers Guild?
The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
I'm sure I will. I already asked you about those kinda.
Stay out of trouble and other people's business, and you and I will get along with one another. Otherwise, you will get me angry. I'm sure you don't want to make me angry, do you?
You won't like me if I'm angry. Rawr. Shut up, Dimitri. What's this?
From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
Okay, I was already in there. It's a little misleading. I would think that sign would be over there. I thought that sign was for this door.
The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get.
Let's go in there next.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Look at all the fur balls.
This is the store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise.
Meow.
The large ewers are just right for carrying water.
Here, putty.
The shopkeeper does a good business in clocks. Apparently the villagers like to be able to tell when night is approaching.
Well, this bowl, I know I can't buy any. It's kind of crap. Alright, well. Hello, Olga.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say.
As we'll find out, currently still says.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
What about your equipment? What do you got? So to save you a little money, I ever play this again. There are certain things in here that you're not going to buy unless you're certain class. The hand room is for Pally. The shopping bag is for a thief. If you're not one of those, you don't need those. Just to save a little money. But if you are one of those, then you'll need the one or the other. So, Paladin, Thief. And then to further save money, you can get as much garlic as you want from your bedroom. For right now, let's just stock up on food, because I'm sure I'm hungry. You know, I just defeated a demon magic user in the last one right before I got whisked away to here after walking across an entire savannah trying to hurry up and prevent a war that I was trying to stop from the beginning, but people didn't want to stop fighting because people do. Anyway, I'm hungry. So we're gonna buy a bunch of these. Alright, and then an oil flask, and some candy, and a pie pan. We'll see what the pie pan is for later. I don't want to get it out of the way so I don't forget any of this stuff and end up having to run around like a jerk. Goods for sale, we already saw that. Purchase goods, well, we kind of already figured that one out. How about any rumors?
What would you like to know about?
Well, how about the innkeeper's wife that I haven't met yet?
Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Yeah, the thought of even losing my kid makes me want to cry. I can't watch videos or movies where a kid gets, like, messed up. The benefits of being a parent is unconditional love of your child. What about the
The
castle?
castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
You neighbors suck.
Werewolves are vicious, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night. You hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Well, that's racist. I mean, specious, or whatever you want to call hating werewolves that you don't know what they actually do.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
A dangerous building that should have been shut down a long time ago that I shouldn't go to? That sounds like a great place to go. Let's go.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
I'm a hero. I like to go to dangerous places. Ooh, a barrel. I wonder if it's got anything special in
The
it.
water is especially wet this time of year.
Eh. Alright, it's this inn. I can tell.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedroom. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shell. The barrel contains the few shells that managed to land it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance.
It doesn't look like
Your
the
room
attractive
will be the
type.
first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
It's so nice for somebody that thinks that you're a freaking demon. How are
They
you?
stare at you.
I can't even say hi back. Well, I'm
You
Drishai.
say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by
I
your
didn't say that. I just
actions
said my name is
rather than
Drishai.
your words.
Well, fine. Whatever.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic.
Yeah,
Make
I'm gonna
certain
probably
you do
take that
not give us
offensively
any
when
more
I'm a
cause
magic
for
user.
alarm.
These guys did amazing jobs with their voiceovers. These are my favorite ones right here.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
Was the oddest
Pleased to
thing
meet
comment
you.
right
I'm
there.
Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
It is quite a
Everyone
lovely
here's
cemetery.
nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
You're weird just because you belong. How about some rumors?
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
How about the town? You guys seem
The
like
town of
townies.
Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like
You
you.
look suspicious.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate being stinky. Or is it him? I don't know, but I like that. Love those guys. This is great voice acting, and I love their ad-libs.
You unlock the
Oh,
door
by the
to
way,
your
this is
room
my
and
room. What? Look, garlic everywhere. This is why you don't like garlic. 'cause
you take a clove of garlic in case you meet an Italian chef somewhere.
Hey, not all Italians use garlic, okay? Just because my wife's Italian and she uses garlic all the time. But here's our chest, just like in the other one, we could store stuff. We're not going to, because I never do. Because, like, weight never seems to be a problem for me. But I keep my guy strong, and I don't really pick up anything I don't need.
The furnishings are sparse, but the bed isn't bad and the room seems pretty clean.
Yeah, I like this for the go to night sleep, because you just click on it and you lay down. But the problem is, if you're trying to, like, do it
After
a lot,
some rest,
it's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Anything in the
That
drawer here?
didn't do it.
No. Gonna take the candle with me.
you light the
I
candle.
can light it. No, let's not
You
burn
put
place
the
down.
candle
Put it
out.
What did I light it with, by the way? I don't have any tinder. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got a dagger and a flint, so I guess it makes sense. Alright, let's get out of here. Continue our investigation of this town.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
Ooh, that looks like the dangerous place that I'm not supposed to go, that I'm gonna go to anyway, because I like to go to danger. But first, let's say hi to this dude. Instead of say hi to him, I just want to walk over to him.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work.
Yes, it's so friendly. You don't, like, you talk to them, they just look at you.
You introduce yourself to the grave.
Hi, my name is Joshak.
Me, Igor.
Hi, Igor. Any relation to Igor? No, Young Frankenstein. Come on, guys. Please tell me you like that movie. if you're watching this, it means that you're old enough to play this game, which means you're old enough to appreciate that movie. Come on, guys. Give it some love. Put it in the comments. You better watch it if you don't. Young Frankenstein, Gene Wilder, come on. So, Igor, what about that adventure?
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
Got an adventure now? Guild now.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town.
Okay, so you went from the south to the north to go into the gate, and we went west. Seems like it's the west part. But remember.
Town Mordavia, this north.
Alright, yes, that. Alright, what about your work? What do you do?
Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
You know what? I'm a dead. I can get into your graveyard humor. What about your grave digging?
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there.
I do love this though. Look at this voice acting is awesome. Any rumors?
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Only Igor hears a whole lot.
Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
See, he keeps telling me not to go there. We're gonna have to go there. We really are. Right, this is the Adventurers Guild.
There is a small, grimy window set high in the wall.
And
You
when
don't
you're a
notice
thief,
anything special
you'll
there?
understand what that upstairs is. Alright, so let's go unlock this door.
The door. Using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
Quaint little place. Not exactly upkept or kept up. Got beams cracking up here.
There is a large crack in the ceiling. The upstairs neighbors must have had a pretty wild party. Just then you remember that you are upstairs. Must have been someone out for a moonlight stroll on the roof then.
Look, even the moose has got garlic around its neck. But nonetheless, it's a moose. A grappling hook.
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack.
I don't know what I'm going to use that for. I don't have any climbing skills. You know, climbing. I can throw it up there real good though. Can I climb it? You gonna let me climb it?
Trying to be... That was an interesting exercise. In frustration, you really haven't a clue about how to climb.
That's funny. I've never done that before, only because I've always picked climbing as a warrior. Fighter. Ragnarok. Well, let's look at some of the books. We can read some.
Which book do you want to read?
Well, I don't know.
As you scan
I don't
through...
even... read climbing skills.
You read the book entitled Climbing Skills for Upwardly Mobile Adventurers. It's written entirely in one-syllable words, obviously intended for fighters. It's absolutely fascinating. This book teaches you that climbing sheer walls is best left for specialists, but that anyone with reasonable strength can climb using a rope and grapple. Pretty sure you know what to do now.
It's wild. I've never come into here not having a climbing skill. I did not know they had a book for climbing in here, that you could learn it without using your skill points. That's crazy. See, I told you I learned new things by doing this with you guys. It's nice. It kind of refreshed my old love. Alright, how about Hero Magazine?
As you
What does
scan
it say?
through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necrotor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific.
Victoria has always said
In the
it's having
forest
the
lives
best
the
fight music.
Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
I don't remember if I ever read that back in the day either. I remember having it.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online." Jeez, how cheesy can you get? This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksu. This book teaches you how to use the stair stepper to build strong leg muscles and talks about the importance of whole body development. It says to build up your strength gradually by adding weights to the baskets.
Alright, we read everything, so let's see, what skill level did it give us? 100. Well, let's do what it said. Let's try the stairs. Look at my stamina go.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
What? Am I a little stronger? Yeah, buddy. 327. Already most of the way to being max for this game. Let's rest. Get our stuff up here. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Alright, let's try this grapple thing again.
Trying to be a...
I'm trying to grab the stupid little rope. Climb the rope.
That was good
Look
climbing
at our
practice, but you
hero.
haven't quite got it yet. Keep trying.
Look at him. Only got a little bit up there.
That was...
It's gonna be the same thing, so I'm just gonna play through it. There's better ways of doing this, by the way. So at night, and we're gonna do it that way. I'm just gonna climb one more time, and then I'll take grab and we'll go. But at night, if the wall or the gate to the place is closed, you can sit there and quickly up your skill.
The painting doesn't look particular. The portrait of an adventurer long gone hangs on the wall. A small plaque at the base reads, Piotr, Paladin. The painting shows a proud-looking adventurer standing on an obviously defeated dragon. It might have had more impact if the dragon wasn't just as obviously winking. The plaque says, "Wish you were here in Silmeria, Dunstan."
Silmeria. What's an escape?
The case looks totally solid, as if it was constructed around the sword. The plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency only."
This seems like an emergency.
You break open the front of the case. Avoiding the broken glass, you pull out the sword. It looks like a fine quality weapon.
It's funny, it says you break the glass, but then it shows you opening up the door. Look, we replaced that rusty piece of shit with a fine sword. Alright, what about this one?
There is an empty picture frame above the bookshelf. Either somebody thought the wall itself was a piece of art, or a thief has been at work here.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Let's see. It's been a long time. Don't trust the autosave. Autosave is nice and it sometimes works well, but like I said in the last one, autosave typically has a lot of issues though. So when you're low on climbing, don't practice your skills trying to get in there. So if you climb in there, you can't climb back out until your skill's up. And the other side of the graphic for climbing is extremely slow. Knock on the door here.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
I like to live dangerously. It's my little middle name, Danger. Oh no.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
That hectopus has had not heard that hectopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets the meal delivered right to the door. I did that on purpose. I knew it was going to happen.
There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
Gee, I think I had something like that. Look.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
Yeah, it's like I've played this before.
This is a fairly attractive, in a way, display cabinet with a glass door. You break the glass cabinet open, making a big mess. The only useful item inside is a flask labeled healing, which you take for later use.
See, if you'd have just told me it was in there, I wouldn't have had to break the glass. Oh my god. So, save this under -2 in case I get myself killed again. Which I'm going to.
That's funny. The strange 6-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
Forget it, it'll be fine. That hapless hero was his lunch. Since he brought no better fare, he chose to eat you then and there. Boy, I can't talk. I'm tired, so it's hard to read. Alright, so what can we do? Maybe if you're not hungry, you won't eat me.
Hector the Hexapod happily gorges itself on the ground. Hector looks much less hungry, perhaps a little less nervous.
Yes, sir.
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
Or my Friday night. What's in here? Can I open
The desk is, naturally, locked.
It's locked. In a hidden room, in a dungeon, in a place that nobody ever wants to go. Yeah.
Force the drawer open with your incredible strength. Opening the desk set off a trap. A billowing cloud of poisonous gas surrounds you for a moment before dissipating. You're having trouble breathing.
Wow. Breathe in my ear like that again, Jonathan. See, I'm poisoned. You can see the thing there. That health pills, right? Yeah, they're not poison cures. That does help me. Anyway, let's read.
Rifle through the madman's desk to find the diary of Amon Tillard. Boy, was this guy waggle. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, It does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual should be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual should be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. Mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. The heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
So a woozle is important to note. It's going to be something that you're going to have to deal with in the future. Let's just go with trash here. Get all our saves in the building.
There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out necrophilicon. What could that mean?
Necrophilia?
Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion, for of the love of death. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book.
Let's steal it.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You would almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon.
Maybe you should go judge this book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, they threw the book at you. Boo. It's just not very funny. Let's go drink some
Tap the
wine.
huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
And if you're a warrior, you can be strong enough to drink dragon's blood. Not. We didn't do that, though. It's so scary. It was so beautiful a minute ago. Oh, he's just waking up. It's done, my dude.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it. You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. You've seen some...
Descriptor. Alright, let's get out of here.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectobus can react.
Now this I like. Dr. Cranium.
The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices.
I just like it because you see the nose and the mustache. How are you, my dude?
I am Nikolai. Have you seen my honor? Honor. Have you seen my honor?
Who's Anna?
I am looking for honor.
No, I don't know who Anna is. You're not telling me anything. But I'll greet you
greet.
again.
Good day. Have you seen
I
my
don't know where your Anna is. No, I'm going in here. I always thought that was a clever thing to get into there. Now, on this one, I'm not going to investigate around. I'm running out of time on this video, but I want to finish investigating the town real quick. Welcome to the Transcendental. Oh, you jerk. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you'll have to catch it yourself, but at least you'll know what to feed it. Yes, I want to identify an animal. Yes, it's bigger than a bread box. Okay, fine. Yes, I do. I don't know, so no. It's smaller than ant. No, it's bigger than that. No, it's bigger than that. No, it's smaller than... Well, maybe. I don't know. It is fat. It doesn't live in the tree, though. No, it doesn't say Savannah Fires. Yes, it bounces. No, I don't want an alpine stick. Is it blue? No, not really. Must be an interp. Feed it avocado. Alright, so we'll give it some avocado sandwich.
You bait the trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway. The trap starts working.
Avocado's delicious if you have good avocado and you put it on the right stuff.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped.
Oh no,
Fortunately, these are just baby
Oh.
Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
Come on, right here, right there. Come on, you can bounce out. There you go. Get in there. Yeah,
You caught an Antwerp.
get in
It's
there.
simply a...
Alright, for this, you want to slow down your speed, because it can be a
That didn't...
bitch at high speeds.
This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
First time I ever did this, I couldn't do it. I have since gotten very apt at doing it. I say that as I jack it up.
The Antwerp has found a hole in the space-time...
See? Told you I'd jack it up. I'm too tired for this. Alright, let's try this again. That's the ticket right there. Yes. Yes. Here we go.
Congratulations.
Alright, now for this puzzle. Gotta make the keyhole. Taking all my concentration. Here we go. There's the keyhole. This is the part I can't do. No, that looks right. Some of this down here. Move that around. Maybe this comes down here. No, that ain't right. Oh, I see. This comes over here. In there. Ah, look at me.
Great!
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
Alright, so this part we're going to do a little quickly. First we'll greet
You
him.
say hello.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
Introduce ourselves.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return.
He
You
doesn't like
explain to
hearing about
Dr.
magic.
Cranium that magic is really a lot like science and even deals with the same elements.
Oh, nonsense! There's no such thing as magic. There is only science. What you call magic is simply scientific phenomena that have not yet been properly investigated and catalogued.
Which is funny, because that's been my real life stance forever. But, you know.
My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Mordavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
Alright, so in the science department.
Science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
That being said, he doesn't give stamina potions, he says to sleep.
Oh, you
do
must
need
be.
more healing potions, though.
Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main
Of course
ingredient.
he never remembers the formulas. So, Ultimo. Alright, that is Fire, Wind, Pizza, Pizza. Fire, Wind, Pizza, Pizza, Pizza. Little Caesar's disclaimer there.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solution.
Alright, and for your poison cures,
Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote.
I do. And a triple here. That would be Wind, Pizza, Pizza, Wind, Water. Wind, Pizza, Pizza, Wind, Water.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
Alright, I'll get a couple of these from him. And then we'll will ask him some more of that stuff at a later date. But that's all the time I got for tonight. So, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Please like, subscribe, comments. Even if you don't like and subscribe, I hope you do like and subscribe. But if you don't, comment. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Give me ideas. I can't get better. I can't do more things without you letting me know. But I appreciate you guys coming. Tell your friends. And I will say good night with that. Good night.